That's what I'm going to talk about today. Shining on, no matter what. Hard to believe that a 15-year-old wrote those lyrics and sang that song. That's depth. That's a soul call, isn't it? Yeah, shine on. There's work to be done. See, we're all learning as we go, as he says. So lately I've been thinking a lot about my life. I've been thinking about life in general, life on our planet, life at common ground. Things are changing, aren't they? All these changes, everything going on is a little bit scary. It's very uncertain, unpredictable. And to tell you the truth, it feels like we're all a little bit vulnerable, doesn't it? Yeah. That in-between place that we find ourselves between what was and what's going to be, or what is. What was and what is. And then there's that sort of place, that wobbly place in the middle. So I've been spending a lot of time in my garden contemplating things. It's where I do my thinking, my meditating, while I'm watering and while I'm trimming and while I'm watching my dog Lucy run around the backyard, chasing birds and stuff, watching nature. And what I'm learning is that nature is very yielding. It's very responsive. It's growing and it's dying. It's blossoming, it's fruiting, by the way. I brought a big bowl of beautiful plums back there from my fruit tree, and I'd like you to take some with you today. I've stewed about as many plums as I can. So I'd love you to share with me and take those home today. And what I know is nature is a master teacher. You know, the holy books, Jesus in particular, uses nature as a metaphor for life. You know, the mustard seed and the vineyard and all of that stuff. So I have been paying attention to nature lately. Today I want to start with my PowerPoint because I learned a big lesson recently in my garden. Now what you see here are two different pictures side by side. One's a close-up and one's not. A couple of months ago I talked about the curly willow sticks that I saved from the memorial bouquets from my husband Dennis's memorial here at Common Ground. And I rooted them, and then I planted them, and for 2 years they flourished. And they were getting so big and beautiful, and they had little leaves on them. Now they do go dormant during the winter, but once it's springtime, boy, they are very, very thriving. And they thrive all the way until it gets to be winter again. They drop their leaves and then they start growing again. Well, right after the anniversary of my daughter's death in May, I made a substantial decision, and that is I am in the process of releasing my home. The home that I built with my husband, the garden that is so reflective of his energy. And in the process of that, I, wandering around in my backyard, saw my willows, my curly willows, and I felt guilty. I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? I can't take you with me. I'm abandoning you. And I, sort of this subtle kind of feeling. Of course, it was more than just the curly willows, right? More about change in general. But I was feeling just really uncomfortable about leaving that pot of curly willows behind. So about 2 days later, I go out there and guess what? Dead as a doornail. I said, are you kidding me? All the leaves had fallen off. Now this is May. All the leaves had fallen off. The sticks were brown. And I noticed that in the middle was starting to grow this grassy stuff. I didn't plant it there, it just sprouted by itself, right? It was just few little things coming out, and I thought, oh, great. So I decided that it was unattractive, and I know Feng Shui, it's not good to have dead stuff hanging around, right? So I decided to cut off all that dead branching. And I did, enjoyed the trash, felt bad, but I get it, you're ready for me to move on. I'm talking to my husband, right? I'm saying, okay, it's okay, thank you. You died once, now you've died a second time, I'm not abandoning you. I can carry on, sell the house, move on. And, I thought, wow, that's amazing. The energy of the divine is giving me this message. So I just kind of forgot about it and cut them all off, threw them away. Well, about a month later, guess what? This is today. Those came back. They grew back. Now here, I don't know if I can explain this, but this is what it's telling me. We don't see the whole picture. That's why I picked the songs and the images and the readings that I did today. We never see the whole picture, right? We only see part of the picture. And we get real attached to that piece. We get hooked on that thing. And what I learned from that is that I did not plant that new seed, but that new seed was there and it was growing. And it is growing. Not only in that pot, but in our lives. In common ground. In my new life. In your life, wherever we are, there's something new growing. We didn't plant it. It's just a God seed that pops up in the middle of whatever it is. You see? And when we think everything is gone, everything is dead and falling apart and dried up and withered, sometimes we get in that place, don't we? Yeah. All of a sudden, new growth grows up. In the middle of the seed, the God seed. We don't know what it's going to look like, but it's alive and it's changing and it's filled with possibilities. So when I saw that, I thought, I get it. I'm overlooking the possibilities here. I focus on my feelings of leaving behind the willow tree seed. What I know is we've all got the capacity to respond to whatever's going on, to change, to renew ourselves, just like that willow, that curly willow did. It renewed itself. It started over. See? We're always in the process of creating something new, aren't we? Always. Every single moment is a new moment on the spot. Every moment is a new me, a new you. With every breath, it's the now moment, and it's a new moment, and it will never occur in exactly the same way again. It's unlike anything that ever came before it. This one moment is our moment, see? This is where the possibility is. This is where the potential is. This is where the unseen seed of God is. That hidden face of God that is disguised in so many ways, even pain. You see, God's face never appears the same way twice. The problem is we get stuck in our rut thinking, right? We get stuck in a rut. We think that everything's gone, that it's all crumbled, that it's all withered, and it's dry, and it's gone. Oh no, not that. Oh no, not that. I'm talking about common ground. I'm talking about my life, my home, my daughter, my family, my everything, and yours. We kind of get stuck in that, wow, life is a really difficult place, don't we? That life's really a struggle. That, oh my gosh, what next? And then what happens is, because our brains are very willing to take on this stuff, to create these grooves, these ruts of negativity, all of a sudden, all this negativity that we've got going around gathers energy and gathers momentum, and the neuroplasticity of our brain conforms to those negative ideas, conditions itself to that, and all of a sudden, we've got this fixed attitude that life sucks. That life is no longer a beautiful thing, that we don't love the life we're living, right? That the world is difficult, I don't like these changes, I don't like what's going on, I don't like that I can't control stuff, and it becomes dark, right? Now this is the deal. We're not to stay in that dark place. We're to shine on. We're to remember that we are the light. We've got that glow because we are the energy of God expressing, the allness of God expressing. We are that, see? And I gotta shine my light no matter what the situation is. Now, sometimes it might flicker, might get a little dim, and the brightness of my light's going to vary from day to day depending on how I feel. I didn't feel very good last week. Yeah. But the thing is, if we don't change our perception of what's going on and look for the God seed, look for the little grass, and then all the new growth, if we don't change that, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it, see? Got to make a conscious shift. I got to be open to shine on. I got to be open to find a new possibility. From these hard ideas of, oh no, not that. Life is hard. My body hurts. My bank account's failing. I can't find a job. Whatever that thing is, I got to move. People in my life keep dying. Whatever is going on for you, we've all got all of it, right? Don't we? Whatever that is, shift from that to a soft perspective, a soft awareness, soft eyes, deep eyes around the experiences. I can't change anything but me. So I got to cultivate the capacity to open to the possibility, whatever that is, whatever that new thing is. To look at that pot and go, wow, there's new growth there, and I didn't plant it. It's a God seed. See? And what happens when we make room, Wayne Dyer calls it the God gap, when we make room for God, make room for the divine and open to grace, what happens is all of a sudden we become more relaxed, more receptive, more open to whatever is going on, and it gives us the opportunity to flow with life instead of pushing life away, instead of holding life at arm's length. See? Any possibility is fertile ground. Any possibility. I had no idea that grass was going to grow in the middle of that pot. But if my mind was all tight and wound up and remorseful and real narrow, I might not have even noticed that grass growing in there, that it was trying to send me a message. I might not have even noticed that, wow, I didn't see the whole picture here. Yes, those twigs died and all the leaves fell off, but look, now there's something new within the growth of the God seed, whatever that is. Within the new, it's very different than when I planted those willow twigs in the first place, because they were the only thing that was there. Now, there's a different possibility, see. I get clarity when I'm calm, when I make room for God, when I open to grace, when I allow the divine to be part of my experience. And this is the thing. As we're facing life and we're setting an intention to shine on and be present and not hide our light under the bushel, as the song says, we never know when or where the next breakthrough will come. We never know. We never know if we're wandering around in our backyard trimming things and we notice some grass growing in a pot and some new sprigs coming, that's going to be an aha moment for us. We never know where the breakthrough moment's coming from. So we have to open, make room for whatever shows up, whatever that is, so that we can respond to life, so that we can get new enthusiasm. And when that happens, the meaning of life changes for us. It's a turning point. Anybody in this room need a turning point? Anybody ready for a turning point? Yeah. Out of the blue, a new realization pops up and everything changes. Everything changes. And it takes something that has been painful or difficult or awkward or whatever, and all of a sudden it takes on a new color and it becomes easier. And it becomes filled with grace. And what I know is that this is going to blink on and off. I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to remember. And I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to remember. But I'm going to set the intention that through it all, I'm going to shine on. Because there's work to do. Like this song says, there is work to do in the world. There's work to do in my own life. I've got stuff I need to do. There's work to do in the world. There's work to do with one another. There's work to do in spiritual community. So I got to practice shining on no matter what. No matter whether I want to or not. I just have to set the intention to find those stuck places, those ruts, those yuck, life is difficult places, those oh no, not that places. And remember that I never have the whole picture. I've only got a tiny piece of it. Just like the person who thought that the elephant was a snake or a rope or a wall or whatever. We never have the whole picture. We've got to open to the immensity of this experience that we're in life. We've got to open to that and cultivate the capacity to stay open. Because we never know where or when the next breakthrough will come. So remember the lyrics of this 15-year-old boy, these deep, spirit-filled lyrics. Shine on. There's work to be done. There is life to be lived. And we got to learn as we go. Just shine on. Thanks for listening.